Oh yeah, now my people, it's your guy, the Niger Englishman, and we are here. Tunnel TV settings for your up watch, your weekend review, all of that. It's been a minute too. I know. I've been inconsistent, but we're gonna get some consistency back with these streams. And I've got a nice little panel as well to discuss some things. Obviously, we're gonna discuss the hate that Lewis Skelly seems to be getting. We're gonna discuss things about the top four race, which seems to be the only exciting thing going on in the Premier League right now. Discuss how bad Premier League referees are. Maybe a little preview to the Newcastle game. We're going to get into it. Let's go. Oh, yeah, now. What's going on? Hey, someone crept in last minute as well. Like to see.
But guys, that African statement has been taken back now.
Bro, what do you mean? My roots.
It's been taken, George. It's been taken back now.
No, the African statement's still here because I'm still seeing some Fugazi connections below me. I don't know. It's
my roots are in Rwanda and Burundi, bro. You get it? Come on, man.
Wait. Is that Burundi? Is that Burundi?
Yeah, Rwanda and Burundi, blood.
The way you're saying it,
he said, Patrick, he sounded a bit false over there still.
No.
But guys, let's get into introduce the guests that we have on the panel today. First of all, obviously, doing some great bits you're in Dublin, right, Pat?
Yeah, that's where I am. I'm in Ireland.
I shouldn't be revealing locations like that. What am I doing? Representing Manchester City.
No, you can reveal. I even have the flag on there. Everybody knows where you guys are. You might as well know where I am. If somebody has a problem, can come see me here. What I was about to say. You know what's funny though? A lot of people used to think I'm in Africa. So when they used to hate on me, they used to send the African thing saying, "Mr. African expert, what are you saying?" So I'm like, I'm actually in Africa. I know this, but yeah, big up, man. Thank you for inviting me. I don't think I've ever been on this channel before. Yeah.
Always a pleasure. You've seen this guy on this channel before. You've seen him on my other channel, One Touch TV, in the past as well. We've clashed on many occasions on multiple streams. We got the man, the myth, the legend. We got George in the building representing Spurs, mate. How you doing,
Come on, man. I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, the only 3-point collectors here. I'm just gonna say that's why the do-rag is on. So yes, shamelessly, I am back, and to discuss football. We're here.
I'm glad you said shamelessly because there's not much for you lot to jump up about this season, but it's about the previous weekend. So enjoy. But hey, make it. We got a couple of debutants on the channel today. First of all, Swinging. He's been doing great bits on his channel as well. Go and check it. I'm going to put the link to his channel in the description of this video. Making his debut, seeing if he's going to score a few goals, maybe a hat trick. Got man like Hooks in the building. How you doing, Hooks?
Hey, I'm good, bro. And correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the only one on here. Yeah, in the Champions League still. Yeah, how about that one? Yeah?
Hey, what are we saying?
How about
what are we saying?
How about that one? Yeah, hold that. Yeah.
Facts are facts, man.
Yeah.
Big up, man. I know you got a lot of opinions that we're excited to hear. This next one, like my Niger brother, we like to clash on many occasions. I think I've invited him to a few streams, but he's finally decided to pop up last minute as well. You got to welcome Jay. We got 2 Spurs reps today because they did have 3 points. So give up for Jay in the building. How you doing,
What's
Jay?
going on, guys? How is what? You know what? Yeah, I was. It's not. I've not been avoiding you because Spurs are shit. Like that's not. That's
why.
Not the
What's your reasoning?
Like people might be. It's just like the timing. Like the timing is appropriate, and it's like I think going into Arsenal, Real Madrid, I'm interested because like there's a couple of things I want to say. I think I'll leave it for later. You know what I mean? Like leave the people wanting more.
But can I ask something? You say you haven't been avoiding him because of schedules, but the time when you collect 3 points, you show up. That's so
surprise, right?
Correlation is not causation.
You see, he's gonna start bringing some big words just to make sure. Anyway,
I'm just saying, like it's Coincidence. Let's just say coincidence. Happy coincidence.
And the final guy on the panel, he needs no introduction. He's the freaking scumbag. It's top of the league right now. We got African Scout, so yeah, big him up, man. Anyway, so so we're gonna get into the show. Don't forget to smash the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. African Scouts, or what? You've been dodging the channel for how many weeks? That's the treatment that you get, bro. Man went to Abuja and forgot all of us, man. What's going on, bro? Talk your shit.
Top of the league. What can I say? You guys are beneath me, so that's all I have to say right about.
Look, you better sort out that microphone, bro. Top of the league ain't sounding quality right now, boy. So sort out that mic before we let you speak again. You get me?
Well,
but yeah, man. Hey, this guy collected his first.
Sitting there, bro. I got a couple, bro. Man sitting there for time, bro.
Not been there for time. You just entered the building.
Come on, brother. What we say?
The only person with a trophy this season on the panel, we got man like Specs in the building. How you doing, Specs?
I'm all right, brother. Get me. I'm sitting nice. Get me 2 games in hand. We're going Champions League. We're gonna win tonight. You get me? Got a trophy under our belt. Some man can't really talk on that, but we won't get.
I'm seeing Specs got a trophy, and now he's flexing some little VVS on his neck. I'm seeing, oh God, you see, like he's just like, yo, look at the little VVs he's got on his neck now. He's feeling different right now. I'm seeing you.
We gotta change this arrangement. Sorry, bro.
It says GD. It says GD.
You gotta change this arrangement. Still, you got 3 points, so you get out there. Okay, you can move down.
Jesus Christ, you can even throw me down there because I'm ashamed. Throw me down there because I am ashamed. After what happened,
you want to go down there? All right, we'll throw you down there.
After yesterday's game, I'm ashamed, man. Throw me down.
Thinking up Old Trafford, you deserve to be all the way down there. You're right. You're actually right. So I think, Specs, you know what? As it's your game very, very soon, we might as well just start off with you. Obviously, I think the only thing that's getting people into like watching games now is the top 4 race. That's the only exciting thing left to be decided because we kind of know who's getting relegated. We know who's going to win the league and who's going to come runner up probably, but we don't really know who's going to take the 4th and 5th positions. Newcastle, you have an opportunity to make a solid claim for that with your games in hand tonight. How do you see it going,
bro? It's a no-brainer, man. It's pressure. I don't get it. Let's stop. They've tapped out, but you know sometimes
he's joking.
Sometimes these weird things can happen. You get me? Brentford was a big game. We got through that. Bit leggy after our celebrations after 2 weeks off. Got Leicester. You feel me? We've got Man United to play still. Definitely beating them. So, yeah, man, we've got Chelsea to play still. Got Arsenal to play still. Get me? Eddie Howe's got Arteta's number now. We all know that. 3 games, no reply.
Wait, are you lot home or away in that game?
Not the Emirates.
It don't matter where it is, bro. We've done that at Emirates already. We've done that at Emirates already, bro.
Don't Specs, don't do this. Specs, don't do this. I'm
humble. I'm very humble. Yo,
I Specs. Yeah.
Yo, talk to me.
Be careful what you say, Doc. You will be getting the phone call. Yeah.
I can imagine, bro. I can imagine. But I'm easy. I think Arsenal will be tapped by then. You got bigger things to worry about tomorrow and that and so on. But I think we're not only going to finish in the top 4. I think we're going to nick 3rd spot, bro. I honestly think because if we win our next
3rd, games, not even that you're going to finish 4th or 5th.
Win our next 2 games. Win our next 2 games, which I think we can. We're on it. We're buzzing. We've got optimism. Then we're 1 point behind Forest, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not impossible. Forget the 15.
I was looking at it like I like the confidence, yeah. But the games you've got,
just optimism.
Yeah, like confidence. Is it confidence or optimism?
Optimism, because before, you know why, Jay? Before the cup final, I said our squad is thin and might like you get me fizzle out, but because of that buzz. We won a trophy. We got something to go for Champions League. You get me, bro? So,
I think for me, if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be like, it's because you've won big games now. Like, because you've won big games now, I think you can talk with a little bit more chest. You know, you beat Arsenal, you beat Liverpool in the final. I think you drew with City earlier in the season.
Yeah, then we slapped them.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah. But the thing is Patrick, with no Haaland, we'll see how you guys do with no Haaland.
Do you know that song? I'm trying to practice that song. How does it go? Oh, We're going there.
You're trying to get down with it now. No,
Yeah, we are going. Look at the table.
I don't know why I
come
know it
on,
so
man.
well.
Have
for
some
Spurs
respect.
fans.
Have some respect, you guys.
Go when Alicia killed Falsetto.
That's a big
Oh,
tune.
Be careful. You might end up in Europa this time, you know, brother. Be careful. Be careful,
I'm not
bro.
lying. I can see it. Like, look at the table and look at how we
City can
play.
end up in Europa, bro.
City
Don't
in
get
Europa just doesn't feel right.
It
can
does. We've
happen.
been there before. So just feel right.
Hey Jay, if you was a Newcastle fan, you'd know what it's like to win a trophy.
I mean, I have experienced us winning a trophy. I mean, it's approaching 5 years now since you last won a trophy, right?
You want to do years from a
No,
trophy?
I'm just saying, like it creeps up on you the time, doesn't it? You know, 1 year it's 1 year, then it's 5 years. Then you know,
I don't
Like,
relate with it like we're on the same page, bro. We're not on the
I'm
same
not saying
predicament.
we're on the same page. I'm merely saying it's been 5 years. Like for somebody, I would expect you to have won a trophy more recently if you're referencing it as a potential insult to somebody else. You know, 5
Well,
years.
it's
is
more
quite a long
recently
time.
than
It's
you,
half a
so
decade.
far more recently than you, actually. We're saying.
Are we doing comparative analysis of losers? Is that what you brought me onto this show?
Yep, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Okay,
That's what we're doing.
fair enough.
If not, we're not involved with it with you. You're in a different category with someone else, bro. We're not on the same page.
What it sounds like to me.
But anyway, you Spurs, you bullied your way into this discussion anyway.
I didn't. Listen, you guys wanted to bring it up, yeah. I came on a very friendly tip.
Specs, you believe don't you believe that after the whole buzz around you winning your trophy, the whole city getting all excited, you lot will kind of have a bit of a hangover and say, you know what? We're in Europe. We got our trophy. Let's just keep it pushing. Don't you see that potentially happening with the squad?
No, because if that was the case, then that would have happened against Brentford.
No, because that's the first game. You're still buzzing, bro. The first game, you just had your parade that week.
We were leggy, bro. Like it took a Tonali
you just had
goal
your parade that same week, bro.
Yeah, but we were leggy, bro. Especially the second half. Nothing new anyway. But it took a Tonali goal of the season. Yeah, he meant it. Don't care what he says. You get me? It took a smashes to get us through it. Like, bro, like I think the optimism is there. Get me back into the groove of. We had 2 weeks off in it, as you said. So it probably was a bit of a distraction a little bit, but we got through it. Leicester, bruv. If you don't win that game, bro, I'll just smash the laptop. Call it a day on YouTube, bruv.
Leicester are done.
Man's got to win that game, bro. Like comfortably. You get what I'm saying? Because Leicester for me have tapped out. After that game again, when Leicester played Brentford a few weeks ago, I said, nah, they're tapped out, bro. They are tapped out. So have to win that game, and then we go on. I honestly think we're going Champions League, bro. That's all I know. Anyway. Do you get what I'm saying?
Wow. See, Chelsea, you're the reason for this. So Chelsea fans, Aston Villa,
beautiful results. Beautiful results.
Look like they were going to secure that 5th spot as well, but it looks like they're falling into the decline as well right now. Like,
and let's put context into this, bro. The last 3 transfers, Newcastle ain't get me, bro. You put context. The people have to deep it, bro. The last 3 transfers were selling players.
What's that in context to? What
we have not strengthened. We're just weakening our squad each transfer window. The last 3.
Okay, so that means you will definitely secure top 4. Is that what
no,
you're saying?
It means like let's put respect on our names when we do qualify for the Champions League.
Okay, definitely. When and if you do, you deserve the respect. But do you guys in the panel agree? Do you think it's Newcastle and Newcastle gonna
he's right, man. This is not the final form. I don't know if you've seen Dragon Ball Z. These guys are still transforming, you know. This is not that final form. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at that table. The fact that they have to play Leicester, because Leicester, trust me, we played them, and if we had even a bit of courage, we could have beaten them like with a lot of goals. But I think with the 2 games in hand, it's Leicester and who again? Who's the second one?
I don't think it's Palace or Man United. One of them. Palace. Or
United maybe.
United maybe might off as the same category. Palace, Man United, same.
Yeah, but the point is,
Palace are tough.
I feel like Newcastle look more stable than some of the teams around. Chelsea.
Do you want me to like the point I want to make is Newcastle? Yeah, credit to them is that Newcastle have difference makers. Yeah. And having had a difference maker in Kane and Son getting older, and
he didn't make a difference.
People take for granted. I'm gonna ignore that. People take for granted the fact that when you have a needle mover, when you have somebody who actually makes the difference between 1-1s and 1-0s.
Best striker in the world.
So who's that needle? Who's that needle?
They've got
Isak,
Isak,
best
they've
striker in the
got
world,
Gordon, they've got Bruno.
Wait.
Even
Can I
those-
ask something, Jay?
even
Let me
those
ask something.
three, yeah?
Specs. Has this best striker in the world ever gone over 30 goals?
Bro, it's not, bro. Hold on, listen.
I'm
Like,
sorry. If you're the
Bro,
best striker in the
hold on,
world,
bro.
give me good goals.
Patrick. In no way.
this
did I
Newcastle
say-
team,
I
bro.
didn't say Isak is the best striker in the league. You got a
Yeah,
little bit
well,
sensitive.
I'm
for
saying
no
that.
reason.
No,
I was
Specs said it,
praising
not you, Jay.
Isak,
Specs said it,
period.
not you, Jay.
No, I was praising Isak.
He's
and
not better than
and
Mbappe.
you got a little bit. I didn't say he's better than Haaland. I don't
He's not
think
better than Mbappe.
Oh, no. I'm talking about
Nah,
Specs,
but
not you.
he's
Specs.
better than
Specs.
Haaland if he's the best striker in the league.
You know what we're
I
doing?
think
You
that's
guys are
what-
letting
Sorry.
Specs divert the argument. We all know Specs is tribalism. He's gonna back Isaac, but we know Isaac's not the best striker in the world. In form,
He's not.
you could argue.
No,
Of
he's
course
not.
he is.
Haaland's
Of course he
still
is.
Haaland,
He's not better than Mbappe. He's not better than Mbappe.
Bruv,
It's not better than Kane.
Let's just agree that he's
I think he's better than Mbappe,
Hey,
bro.
I-
I think
What?
he turns up more than Mbappe. I think he
No, wait,
turns up more than
no,
Mbappe,
wait.
bro.
Say the first statement again. You think he's what than
Yes,
Mbappe?
bro. I think Isaac's better than Mbappe. I said it, bro, and I've been saying
Okay,
it.
now, Jones,
Yeah.
now I understand.
Even
Keep
right
going,
now.
Jay. Keep going,
Isak
Jay.
is
Keep
better
going.
than Mbappe.
Jay, keep
Remember where you
going.
heard
I
it first.
understand,
Send it around, bruv. Go
On the
viral.
TV,
bruv.
exclusive.
If I had a
I
choice
don't think
between
anyone else
Mbappe
has
and
said that
Isak,
ever
I'm taking
online.
Isak, bro. If I had a choice, I'm taking Isak, bro.
That's a lie.
Isak, you had a choice to pick between Mbappe and Isak.
If you have the choice,
because
I don't know if you
Right
guys
now-
are knowing, but Specs
He's
was
old
just
school right
rasping
now, yeah.
something a second ago. It's making sense. He's making
Okay, yeah.
That's
True.
really making He's on
sense.
form right now.
We're
but he
with
doesn't
you,
turn
we're
up.
with you.
Bruv,
And he's
bruv,
gassed just
come on,
before the
bro.
game.
That's
He's
what I'm
saying
saying,
ritual
right now, yeah?
before the game.
You man ain't gonna hear
I'm
me, bro.
getting you. I'm
saying
getting you.
he's
Bro,
more
wait,
consistent.
Hey, but he says this. Hey, Z
Last 2 years,
says
he's more
he
consistent.
turns up more than Mbappe, who scored a World Cup hat trick.
That's a good point.
Bruv, that's years ago, bro. Last couple
That's
years, bro.
it. What's it,
Who's been more
years?
turned up?
That's
Isak
years
or
ago.
Mbappe, bro?
That's not part
Last
of his
couple
CV,
years-
no, Specs.
I swear
Specs,
Mbappe
that's not
scored
part of
like
his
I'm
30.
CV.
saying
no.
right for me right now, Isak in it, bro. I'm saying the last 2 seasons, bruv, when Newcastle played
Specs,
PSG,
that's
bro, I
dirty
didn't
work.
like Mbappe.
Let me ask you this, Specs. How many times have you watched Mbappe in the last 2 seasons?
Bro, a lot, bro.
No.
I watch Mbappe, bro.
I know you was about to say about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So your opinion makes sense, and it does. I get if you're going off of what
Bruv,
you've seen.
He don't turn up
He's the best
as much as
striker.
he's supposed to. Sorry?
No, Isaac
What?
probably is the best striker you've seen in the past 2 years. Probably is from what you've seen.
what-
But if you're watching,
Yeah, at Newcastle, of course. At Newcastle, not like the rest of the football world, but at Newcastle, I get it.
Do
You're
you
caught
think
in your
Isak
little
would do more
bubble.
smoke than Mbappe in that Madrid team?
No.
No?
Isak's not scoring more goals than Mbappe in that team.
In that Madrid team? Okay.
Nah, I don't think so.
Isak was in Spain and did fuck off. He just did medium
Like we've seen
numbers.
him in
He
that
won a
league,
cup,
bro.
bro.
We've seen him in
Real
that league.
Sociedad. He won a cup,
He
bro.
went,
AD
he
won-
went to
yeah, he
Dortmund
won the
and
ring.
he
You know,
Dortmund and he was
like,
chased
can
away.
I
Go
be
ahead, Jay.
honest?
Yeah,
You
go
know,
ahead.
like someone like Berbatov, yeah? Like, you know when Berbatov's rassing and being like sick, it doesn't make him of the level of the very, very best strikers.
Nah,
at
Isak
the
is levels,
time.
though. Let's
It
not
just-
do that.
It
bro.
just means
Isak
he was
is
a
levels,
very
bro.
good striker coming into his like final form. I think Isak is sick, but like
Is he world class?
Haaland
though?
doesn't.
Is Isak
Haaland
world class
Kane-
right now?
Pardon?
Is Isak world class? Isak, is he world
I
class? Pardon?
think he's got a strong argument to say he's the best striker in the Premier League. I don't think he is, but I think he's got a good argument to say he was. Yeah, but
Is he
but
world
I
class,
don't
though, I'm
think-
saying?
I don't think he is though.
But is he world class though?
I think
He's class.
I think if you depending on how tight your definition
This
is
is an
of world
interesting
class.
question, actually.
I know he can't
depending
even
on
do
how
Watkins
tight and far
numbers.
away. Personally, I don't think you can call him
And-
world class.
And he's
because
improving as well, by the way.
he's-
But yeah,
Because I think
Chris
just
Wood
because-
is scoring more than Isak. What's going on here?
who?
Chris Wood. Chris
Like,
Wood.
I'm just saying, like with
Chris
Isak,
Wood.
What?
Keep going.
I was just like, same with Isak. It's like the longevity of the scoring record. It just needs to be a little bit longer for me. Like it's not long enough.
He's not being
Like-
a great team. Newcastle ain't a great of team compared to the cities, the Madrids. Let's put that in perspective here as well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Well, how you can
I
that
look at
Spurs,
someone
Jay,
like
how you can
Isak.
that Spurs?
Why do we
that
need
was breaking records?
perspective? Why do we need perspective?
Because
Because,
Newcastle ain't Arsenal, Newcastle ain't City, Newcastle ain't Liverpool.
Brother, if
Newcastle
you're
ain't
gonna
Liverpool.
hang out with the big boys, you hang all the way out with the big boys, or not at all. G.
I've heard that say before, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
1 foot in, man. 1 foot in. It's a nice thing. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You
Wait
got
a
me.
minute,
We're
but
not-
Kane was
we're not
at
fully there
Spurs,
yet.
Jay, and he was performing. So what are we talking about here? Kane was at Spurs, and we used to consider him world class. So
Yeah, because Kane was burying 30 goals a
Who's the
season.
we?
Thank
Who's
But
the
you.
Kane's
we?
world-
that
Kane's
is
Thank
world
you.
class, though. Kane
Thank
is
you.
world class though. Kane is world class.
Yeah, but we haven't seen that from Isak. Isak has what's the highest goals has he scored in the Prem? Just in the Prem.
Yeah. Well, last season was 29 or 21
But
plus.
bear stuttering now. Bear stuttering, bro.
I'm asking the question. Yeah, 20 last season. We finished 7th. You know, like we had an injury prone season last season. You get me? So it was all on his back.
Well, Isak
But we didn't
seems
ask you
quite-
about the
Isak seems
proneness
quite
and
a
all this
big
stuff. But
game
we
player
asked you for the
Newcastle, though.
numbers, G.
Like,
20
Yeah,
Premier League
he's
goals
a
last
big game
season.
player.
He's on 21 plus this season and he ain't finished yet. That's all. It's not a Salah thing when you
Why
got
did
11, 12.
Hey,
10
Jay,
league
did you ask him about this season or last season? Just to clear.
No,
just to clarify.
I'm saying
Both.
Isak to me, it seems like a big game player. Like when I watch him in big games, he does something.
Oh, definitely. All games
Like,
though. Like he's
as
just
in,
there,
like,
innit?
So he's almost like, and I'm not trying to compare them in quality yet or anything, but like, you know, like a Drogba, like that kind of level in relation to his peers at the time.
So do
Drogba
you
was
think
like, do you know what I mean?
Like
Like,
a Henry,
Drogba
man.
was
He's like a
a very,
Henry still.
very, very good striker, but he wasn't like the tip top. He was
He's like
just
Henry,
very,
bro.
very
He's like
good.
Henry. He's like Henry, bro.
No, he's not on. See, he's not like. I don't think he's on that top level.
You know what's
he is.
killing me, yeah?
I think he is.
Roasting it and he's
I
saying
think
he's
he
like,
is.
yeah, he's like Henry, man. He's like Henry.
If Isak was at Arsenal, bro,
Hey, you
you
might
would
be
be
drawing the
challenging for a
spice,
title
bro.
still. I promise you that.
The spice is not. The spice ain't a good thing to be puffing on, bro. I say that for free.
That's it, Spice.
I say that for free, bro.
No Spice right there, man. Not this Rasta, man.
Moving like the Spice Boys, can't lie. No, I can't be doing that.
Yeah,
man.
you man can't deny
Like,
Isak is. Anyway.
but like in world football, he's definitely top 10.
He's better than
Top
Haaland.
5?
I know that.
I don't
Yeah, he's
know.
definitely better than Haaland. He's definitely better. He's a definitely
Definitely offers
better.
better than Haaland. All day
He's
long.
definitely better than Haaland. He's definitely better than Haaland.
That's the most silly statement I've ever heard.
Nah.
To get the stats in the past, bro.
Let me ask you this question, yeah?
Haaland was at small clubs and he was dunking on people.
Isak and Haaland. Hold on one sec. If you swapped Isak and
I'm not dunking. I'm not dunking.
Yeah, hold on one sec. If you swapped Isak and Haaland, Haaland would score more than Isak for Newcastle, and Isak would score less than Haaland for City.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
Man,
He would.
In a team, what they
Less
create
than
more-
Haaland for
they-
City. Is that what you said?
And
in a team where they
Isak would
create
score
more
less
chances.
goals for City than Haaland, and Haaland
Of
would
course.
score more
All
goals
day
for
long.
Newcastle than
All
Isak.
day
right.
long.
I hear that. I actually
Isak would
hear
score
that.
more
you know.
goals
You
for
understand what I mean?
I hear that. That's a good. Hey Jay, you're crafty.
Do you know that? Do you know that Haaland would go into that Spurs team the way they play with the like fast football, attacking football? He would actually score so many goals in that team. Like people just look at Haaland just because they have to cater for him, but you also have to be in those positions to score and that confidence.
Newcastle transition ball with
like,
Haaland.
Hey,
Isak
big up,
is breaking the
hold
record.
on, guys.
Go ahead.
1 second. Big up
Wrap
Abdul
it
Malik.
up.
He said Mbappe has done it on every stage. And you're
put
comparing
Isak on
him to a
stage
guy
for the
that
same
just scored
team?
in the Carabao Cup final, bro. What are we doing here?
Bro,
What are we doing here, bro? That's kind of disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie, Specs, man.
bro.
Like, I know you're all in the bubble over your little trophy. No, I shouldn't call it a little trophy. Over your trophy. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's calm down, fall back.
no,
Like the
energy
euphoria is
drink,
going
I
to
don't
run
think
out,
it's a big
and
deal to
people
have
are gonna
Isak.
be after you, bro.
I hear that.
People are going to be after you once the euphoria ends, and,
Is it-
and you
but
don't
is
have
it-
the same
okay.
confidence that you're talking with now.
All right,
People are
is
going to
it-
be looking for you.
One
then,
second.
though.
All right, before I go,
You can't
is it a
hide
big-
then, though. This guy.
Wait, 1 sec. Before I go, because we're watching long here, is it
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
deal? Let's say Newcastle, not saying it's going to happen. Let's say Mbappe swapped and Isak swapped to top teams, Virginia, Newcastle.
Mhm.
Would the fans be that pissed that Isak's coming in, bro? Because you do the same
Yes.
job, bruv. You do the same job, though.
From Mbappe.
Bruv,
You do the same
hey,
job.
hey, that's
You
a
do the
perfect
same
note
job.
to sign out on, Specs. Big
Can
up,
you
man.
give
Let's
this
do
guy
your
a-
watch alone.
No,
Yeah.
You might can't
Hey.
ask me. Do you think he would do this? You do this? Whatever
He'll do
Mbappe is doing,
it. He wouldn't
Isak
do
would do the
just
same
as good as job, but
Bro, you know what thing?
if
Mbappe
they
is
sold
doing, Isak
Mbappe,
would do amateur.
it will soften the blow that they get in Isak, but they'll still
Nah,
be.
it would-
they'll
nah,
still
it
be
would- it
fuming.
wasn't. It
I
wasn't.
think he'll soften the blow. I'm not
Nah,
saying that
nah,
they'll be
nah,
happy.
Would
nah,
Isak
nah.
do the same
They'll
job?
soften the
Bro,
blow.
GG.
I'm not saying
Would
they'll
Isak
be
do the same
happy
job
though.
though? Isak would do the
Nah,
same
he
job as
won't.
Mbappe.
Nah, bro.
What
Bro,
difference?
honestly,
A man
when
can't
you
argue
leave
with that,
this
you know.
stream,
Don't
yeah,
do that.
when you leave this stream, I want you to go and look at what Mbappe's done over
No,
the
I know
last
what you're
Yeah,
about.
bro.
I know.
Specs is just
Come on, bro.
talking
I know what you're
reckless.
about.
I don't think
Come
you
on.
truly
Bro, you're
acknowledge
I'm
the way
recklessly.
Mbappe
Isaac can
scores.
do whatever Mbappe is doing at Madrid. Isaac can do it as well.
Oh Jesus, please.
Based
No.
on what? What he's done in the Carabao Cup? Get out of it. I expect. Enjoy your game, bro. Hope you lot
I
get the
said
top
Carabao
five because
Cup.
I
See what
don't
we're
want
doing there?
Chelsea to get it, man.
See what we're
Big
doing
up
there?
each and every
Hooks,
time.
are you
Man.
agreeing with this
Always
man?
a
Hooks,
pleasure
you're
to have
quiet, Hooks. Are you agreeing
Whatever
with this man?
Mbappe
Look
is
on
doing at
Mbappe.
Madrid, Isaac can do. Facts.
Big up.
No.
In that team.
Get
So
out.
you're telling me
Big
what?
up and
Do
get
not
out, man.
co-sign that
We're
on this
back.
channel.
Send
See?
Hey,
me that. Send me
Bro,
that
think
blood.
about it. Just think
Nah,
about it for a second.
Specs,
Nah, Specs. Send me
what
Why
that
I'm gonna
blood.
can't
say
Isaac
before you
do
leave-
what Mbappe's doing, bro, by
Wait.
Madrid?
Send me
Right,
that blood,
what-
please. Send me that blood, please.
I'm gonna
Specs.
say,
Send me that
what
blood.
I'm gonna say is before you leave is
It's a good question, bro.
you better
It's
collect
not a
these
good
free plays
question. It's
tonight.
not a
If
good
not,
question.
after this,
Jay's not
this
having
clip's
it.
gonna
No
be
one's having it.
crazy, man. Big up Specs, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Take it easy, brother.
Man says
Hey guys,
he's like it's better than Mbappe, Mike.
I don't know who his dealer is, man, but some serious shit's going on there in Specs' life right now, man. Big up the comment section. Z says Shearer was world class at Newcastle. Ooh, that could rustle up a few feathers here, mate. Isak is the best striker in the Prem. I agree with that 100%. But attacking Mbappe causes
Because he's mixed race.
attacking him because he's mixed race.
Ah,
Big up,
Light
man.
skin.
Big up, man.
You're
Big
trying
up,
to
big
be
up,
light
big up.
skin
Light
facts. I
skin
hear it,
facts,
man.
yeah. All right, smash
Facts.
the like button, my people. For people, if it's your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button too. But we're gonna move on to the next point. I think we need to talk about what the hell is going on in Manchester, guys. I think that's where we need to discuss. Like, what the fuck is going on in Manchester? Is that the end of Manchester, guys? Because I saw in my existence on this planet, that was the worst Manchester derby I've ever watched. And I've watched derbies with Uwe Rosler, King Kladze, all sorts, Summerby, all
Were they
these
even
man
derby
there.
back then? I didn't even remember the Manchester derby being a thing.
Bro, they
It
were
wasn't
still
even a thing.
more exciting than what we saw yesterday. And
George,
I
George,
saw,
Man City would be the underdog, but looked better than what it was. Yesterday
brother,
was
but it was
rubbish.
more
It was
exciting.
the worst derby I've
You know
seen.
what
It
I'm
was so
saying?
bad.
No, bro, like we've got the guy that's supposed to carry the torch from Kevin De Bruyne is stinking up the whole season. We got the wonder boy Phil Foden that we've not been allowed to criticize all season. We got Garnacho, who certain Man United fans are relying on as well, doing madness, tackling himself and dribbling himself on that left wing. Like, what's going on in Manchester? Man, I'm gonna open it up to the. First of all, let's start with the Manchester City fan. What's going on in Manchester, bro? Is Manchester done? Is it Liverpool's time to dominate? Is London about to come into existence again? Like, what's going on, bro?
Man, I have never I knew it was gonna be a mid-off, but I didn't know that it's gonna be championship level. I think even no. Let's not insult the championship. I think a championship game looks better because somebody told me that, man. I was watching the championship game earlier on. It looks way better than this. And I think one of the girls I was doing a show with said she was watching the French league, and the French league was more exciting. There's more risk in the French league than in the Prem. I say it to people, man. Man City's downfall is funny, but it didn't start this season. It started last season at the end. That's why I keep telling people, even my fellow Arsenal fans, when we are having debates in the pub, I'm like,
You're what?
my fellow Arsenal fans.
We're not a collective. We're not.
No,
Your fellow Arsenal always coming.
Yeah. So look, when I'm arguing with them, I said this.
We're
I was
together,
like,
bro.
All right, Hamza. That's what he is. He's talking about Hamza because Hamza's a bit both.
I am. So I was like, it was a miracle that team managed to beat you guys because that team was dying already. Because if you looked at some of the games, we were already trash, and sometimes it took Foden to just hoof it from outside, and he could just take the game by the scruff of the neck, the same as Rodri. This team, the issue is not actually the players 100%. I've told people it's actually the manager.
When did you beat us?
What? No, I'm
us?
talking about the trophy. The trophy when we took the trophy away from you in those last games. I felt like you guys were fighting against the team that was going towards the end anyway. But some players decided just to step up and do something. But looking at that team, I don't know what Pep Guardiola is thinking. I think he went there for a draw. To be more embarrassing is I saw Bernardo Silva clapping hands and cheering in the last minute when we go to throw in or when we go to goal kick. That's when I knew. I was like, these guys came here to draw against one of the worst United teams I've ever seen in my life. That United team has no source, yet Casemiro won 14 out of 15 ground duels against
Casemiro's winning ground duels still.
I
How?
know, and Casemiro dominated the midfield at the age of 33, and then for the first time in a derby, Bruno Fernandes was one of the best midfielders, just because our midfield is dead anyway. I still don't understand why a 23-year-old defensive midfielder who was bought in January, who was doing so good in Portugal, is sitting on the bench. I don't understand why Savio and Doku, who have been great, yes, they haven't been finishing great, but at least they're more of a threat, are sitting on the bench, and he decides to just pick up the treble team, which had no John Stones, which had no Akanji, and had no Rodri.
Hold on. This Savinho, Doku, those guys have been poor.
But you don't get my point. I would rather. Let me tell you something, African scouts.
What's the point having those guys in a big match like that? They've been very poor.
Yeah, but the ones they're putting right now are worse. These guys can't even run. The ones that played yesterday, they don't care about running. And this is what people keep saying, oh, the team is old. I don't think the team is old. I think they're not motivated. Look at KDB when he was motivated against Ukraine, making that speech that we're gonna have to win today. He was running. He was tracking back. He was doing those nice passes. Yesterday was poor from both sides. And you know what? What's more embarrassing? The hugging at the end. I don't know if you guys saw that. They were hugging at the end. All the players were hugging, giving each other handshakes, and they didn't give a shit at all. Both of them, as if they did a top-class performance. And I feel sorry for you guys if you sat there and watched that for 90 minutes. Because I had to watch for 90 minutes because it's my team. But I'm sorry, it was poor. I think I slept twice and woke up twice from the seat. Woke up twice and said, is it still going on? But I don't know, man. Pep Guardiola, this is what I keep telling people. People say you can't go against Pep because obviously he's the greatest manager we've ever seen, which is true. But this season he's dropped stinkers, and the stinkers are wild and they are very horrible stinkers. That's all I can say. And Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva,
I think that's a bit harsh, to be honest with you. You know, this is a manager that has won 4 trophies in a row. That's one. He's still trying to compete for the Champions League. It's not as bad as you're making it out to be.
Yeah. Wait. Yes, so we have to glaze him because he's done that.
Hold on. We're not trying to praise him here. I couldn't care less about him at all. But what I'm just trying to say is that we have to be objective when we're talking about this type of things. Do you understand? Pep has been fantastic. That's no doubt. And this is like the first season that he has been very, very poor. Like, so we still have to give him that. And we know that, okay, some of these players, obviously, they're aging, and obviously, it's time to go.
It's 3 seasons. His first season, the one Liverpool won, and this one.
To be honest, De Bruyne, for me, yesterday was playing. I've never seen him play that bad before. Like, that bad. It was that.
Do you know where he was playing, African Scouser? Do you know where he was playing?
He's a quality midfielder. That's
no. He was playing him as a false 9. He was playing him as a false 9 to press, and then he took Mamouche and put him the left. Yeah, that's a stinker by a manager.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know, I mean, look. At the end of the day, you might have to try something. You have to try something because those legs have gone. So you.
I don't know. To me, that makes sense though.
But Doku, let me tell you something about Doku. Doku is championship level. You know, the signings you can play. Doku's championship level. It's like all those Traore. You know, they have this amazing skill.
That's a perfect example. Is he even better than Peak Adama Traore?
You lot are wrong, man.
Do you know what? Do you know what's mad?
This man employs. You guys are doing too much. Everyone's doing too much.
Hold on. No. So before you say we're doing too much, yeah. Peak Adama Traore was one of the most dangerous players in the league.
What year was that? What year?
Let's say that was
the fucking year, bro.
2019, 2020.
Peak Adama, like there was ever a year where he was on.
This is what I don't get. This is what I don't get.
This is the problem. Yeah,
that man is flowers.
Yeah, he always had a few, like maybe 8 good games a season. He never was like
Peak Adama.
Peak Adama, like that's a thing that anyone's ever said on any stream.
Let me be clear about something. Yeah. Doku, right? Let's look at Doku, right? If you look at the amount of time that he beats his man and his end product after beating his man, yeah, that is no better than Traore's end product. It's no better.
Okay, but that's the point, though, Jay.
My point is that this player, City's ability to pick stars is not the same level it was 5 years ago. Their ability, the landscape has changed now. It's a lot more difficult to get players out of clubs. City is spending 60 on Nunes. Yeah,
It's
when they
this
first did.
exactly. Peak Adama could only run in straight lines, beat his man, and then just
What do you
cross the
mean,
ball and
bro?
try.
Bro,
Literally, what he said here: try to shoot. What Doku does, no, Jay. We have to be honest here.
Okay,
Doku's not
all right.
the
I'm going to be
cleanest.
honest. Go on,
He's
keep
not the
going.
cleanest of crossers. He's not the cleanest with his final
Okay.
third ball. But what he can do is effectively beat his man nearly every single time he's running at his man.
Okay.
Traore was
Doku
doing
is
that
a
all the
problem.
time. Traore
And that
No,
wasn't
no,
beating
you're
his man.
talking
That was
about-
put muscle,
you're
out
talking about
muscling his man.
Yeah, muscling and
Doesn't matter.
passing it ahead of him 5 yards ahead and then running around the players, not beating his man. Doku actually technically
Okay.
in tight spaces is
Hold
good
on,
with the
hold on.
ball.
Can I just make one point? Yeah, and I just want to make this point very clearly. In season 1920, Adama Traore had 4 goals and 9 assists, 13 GA for Wolves. Okay, Doku last season had 3 goals and 8 assists. Doku this season has 3 goals and 4 assists.
So we're just doing the GA
no,
thing.
no,
is that
no,
what you're
no,
saying?
what
Yeah?
we're
The
doing-
GA
what we're
thing,
doing-
man.
Now stop it, because
Hey.
what we're
Allow
doing
him
is
doing the
Nah,
GA.
I thought you
Listen,
for Isaac.
no,
For
hold
Isaac,
on,
you
let
said
me
no
land my
GA.
point. Yeah, fuck
What's
me.
going on?
I'm saying, yeah,
GA,
Adama
man.
Traore, you guys can pull up any metric of ball progression, any metric of danger in that time period, and he will reflect exactly the same as Doku. He has
No, it
better
won't.
stats. Hold on, he has better stats than Doku's produced so far in the Premier League. And you guys want to tell me that I'm wrong based on anything other than the fact that you feel it.
He has
There's
better
no
stats,
empirical
but when
data.
you watch
There's
them and
no
you watch,
empirical data
no,
to
but
support.
Jay, all right, Jay.
Yeah, hold on. There's no
Right.
empirical data to support the fact that Doku is more effective or better than Peak Adama
Yep.
Traore.
I
Can
agree.
we also enter that player from Liverpool? What's his name? Diaz, because he also seems to be in the same category. Looks good but useless.
Hey,
But then
hey.
this is no, but this is what we can do
Hey,
here.
yo,
No, you're
hey,
right.
yo, hey, yo.
Yeah,
This-
let's
no,
do
but-
that.
all right,
Let's
this
enter
is- so
Diaz
then
in the chat. Diaz has
But we
entered the
need,
chat.
guys, we need
Diaz
to
has entered the
decide
chat.
how. Then you need to decide how you want to judge players, because you can judge players solely off numbers, and then Jay, we can look at our own selves. Say, yeah, Brennan Johnson's having an amazing season because he has more goals. He has I'm saying he has more goals than near enough 90% of the Premier League wingers. But if we talk about him as a player, he's not better than 90%. He's
Well-
probably in the 10% of wingers in the Premier League, as in 10% shit.
Okay,
Like,
but Jordan,
but-
go on.
So wait, when I look at players like Doku and you're comparing him to a player like Adama Traore, we can look at the numbers and say, yeah, the overall metrics, it looks decent. But when you actually look at what their impact on the game is, Doku has more positive impact across the 90-minute game because his creative actions and the
No.
way he draws players in and how he
No.
takes players out of the game is going to create more goals for
I'm
Manchester
sorry,
City.
you're
whether it's
not
direct
remembering
assist or not.
properly. You're not remembering properly Traore. People used to have to put 2 players on it.
Because we
People
can't
would put 2
remember. We
players on
can't remember
Traore.
what he
You wanna-
did.
Bro, listen.
Because he was
there's
lubed
no-
up,
Hey,
bro.
God.
Bro, honestly, like you're saying it's just because of numbers. I'm telling you, you can pull up
He's
any
a wide
kind of
receiver,
stat
man.
about ball progression, about
Someone said
danger,
Madueke.
about ability
He's a
to beat
running
a man.
back,
And
man.
Traore
Get
was
the fuck
top
out
of
of
those
here.
rankings back then. I don't know why you think, but for some reason, Doku's doing something revolutionary. He's good
Zero.
at beating
That
his
guy has
man
done nothing.
in a
That
tricky
guy
way.
has done nothing.
Other than that, his end product is poor. So,
Jay,
so why is
his
Traore who
overall-
can beat
His
in a
overall
different
game
kind
is
of-
poor. His
Hey,
guy's
Jay.
overall game is poor.
poor?
You know,
Jay.
is AFCON standard 1990, 80s.
This guy
Yeah.
just dissing now. This guy, go
No,
ahead.
I'm not dissing. No, I'm serious. I'm being serious. It's AFCON 1994.
He said 1990 and then 80s. You know he's just waffling. Like he just made that one up.
This guy, he's just triggered. He's just triggered. This is
No,
triggered.
I'm being for real. I'm being for real. That's the standard that the guy plays. Just dazzle. Okay.
This man employs
nothing.
Nunes, You employ Nunes than Diaz. But anyway.
Well,
Jay, can we be honest? Can we be honest, Jay?
look, he's
Can we
not
be
on
honest?
Diaz's level, so let's not even go there, please.
Diaz
Adama
is
Traore
Stop
should be playing
it.
NFL.
Let's stop
Can we
it.
be honest? Can we be honest, Jay? Can we be honest?
What are you being honest about?
He
Can we be
says
honest?
Adama can play in the NFL.
Yeah, Adama Traore should fully be a wide receiver or running back for an NFL team. Like, can we be honest, Jay?
And you're out here comparing him to Doku, bro. Jay's
Yeah.
Jay, bro. What? Like,
Hold on,
come
no, hold on. Oh, listen, you guys there's nothing you have to support. You know what? I just send you a link in private there.
Wait, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question to the panel? Especially right now in 2025, especially right now.
Everyone click on that link in the private chat, though.
Yes, so let me even Jay, I want to hear from you, especially in 2025, even 2024 recently. Apart from Saka, apart from Salah, and talking about maybe Raheem but Raheem now is done. When Raheem was done and Sane left, all these guys, Mahrez left, and now it's Salah and Saka. I don't see anybody who's doing much, to be honest. I keep watching other teams keep throwing stones. I'm not
moved by that article, Jay.
Yeah, they keep throwing stones at Savio and Doku, but I look at other teams. Who are your wingers? I'm telling you, at Liverpool, you only bring me Salah, and I'll accept Salah. But you go to Arsenal. That's a useless player.
What about
we go to Arsenal. You talk about Martinelli, maybe. Then but you only talk about Saka. Where are these wingers?
Ranieri, bro. Ranieri.
But where are these wingers? Where are these man? Where are these guys?
Diaz?
Diaz, oh my God, Diaz.
Oh, bro, come on, bro.
Diaz,
I know you want the league,
Gakpo,
but come on, relax.
Salah.
Come on.
What are you talking about? These are
Salah, yeah, Salah, obviously.
Diaz is just a glorified. What's that other guy? It's Alan St. Maximum. Remember Alan St. Maximum who was at Newcastle?
Yeah. I hear it. I hear it. That is not the worst shout, you know. That is not the worst shout.
It's not bad.
Hey,
it's not bad.
Pat, you might be onto something there. But
I need someone to, what does Salah do when he's not scoring or getting assists?
He walks around the pitch.
He's chilling. That's what he does.
He offers nothing.
That's what he does. If you must know, he's chilling.
He offers nothing for the football game.
I'm telling you, since Raheem, Riyad Mahrez, Son are done, this league doesn't have wingers apart from Saka and Salah. Who
you lot taking? Look at this. Who you lot taking?
Doku, 100%.
Every single time, Madueke is trash. That boy is rubbish. I can't stand.
What about Pedro? What about Pedro Neto? After he went to Chelsea, he's done.
No, he's crap as well.
Look at the wingers, Sancho, guys.
I had all the Arsenal fans flew me. Look who got the last laugh. He's been crap at Chelsea.
Wow, Newcastle.
I think we need to give.
Well, if you go by certain Arsenal fans, apparently Neto's better than Saka. I'm just gonna say.
Fuck, Newcastle 2 up already, man.
Hey.
This is done.
Not Arsenal fans. Fan. Only one fan. We know who he is, isn't it? 2-0 already.
Oh wait. I do not have deep though. Wait, I don't know if you guys noticed this, yeah. But Kunle thinks he's very smart. You know when you're hosting a show and like you try to be like, let me ask the questions today.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to ask no questions about Arsenal. Yeah,
but we're not at that segment yet. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
No,
we're not there yet.
Hold on a second. I have a question. So wait, let me ask this question, guys. Would you say now this season that if Arsenal go trophyless, obviously they make the Champions League, so they have a better season than Newcastle?
They're what?
Would you say Arsenal has had a better season than Newcastle?
It's impossible for them to do that unless they win the league.
Nah, G. If we go trophyless and Newcastle get Champions League, they had a better year than us.
Yeah, you would agree?
Yeah, if we don't win anything and they get Champions League and they won the Carabao Cup, they had a better season than Arsenal. Yeah, 100.
So you would say that Manchester United had a better season than you guys last season? Well, okay,
if they make Champions League football, yeah, because that means they would.
So you put hold on. Whoa. Sorry, hold on, because that just.
All right, so we can move on.
He just said, like, I'm meant to be right that finishing top 4 over FA Cup, because when Spurs did it to you, it didn't feel like that was the way you guys responded about that.
It didn't, Jay. It really didn't.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm saying that last season.
I don't think that was any of the
United
topics
have a better season than Arsenal.
on the.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Last season, did United have a better season than Arsenal?
Did United have a better season than Arsenal? They didn't make Champions League, bro.
No, that's not what I asked. I asked you, did United have a better season than Arsenal?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm going to keep that one in my back pocket for another time. Everyone observed that, yeah? Everyone noted that.
Great.
Cool.
So since George has bullied Arsenal into the conversation, we'll talk about the section of Arsenal that I was deciding to talk about on this stream. So we're not talking about specifically the weekend's game, but what we're talking about in the Arsenal segment is Miles Lewis Skelly. And there seems to be a target on his back right now.
He's a
There seems to be a target on his back
He's
right
a
now.
red card specialist.
That's what red card penalties. Do you guys think he's being hard done by, or do you think this is what he should expect after bringing the spotlight
It's
on him
a
with that
colour thing.
Haaland?
Okay.
Nah, let's not do that.
I'm asking a question. I'm not saying.
He's just a kid.
Okay,
No, do you know what? Let's.
Can we have some order first? Best, Mr. Hooks, as you're the Arsenal rep on the channel, since I'm just the neutral. Let us know your point on this.
It's a color thing. Like 100%, it's just a color thing. Like, it's just that plain and simple, bro. Like I see bare men who are completely unrelated to Arsenal in any way, shape, or form have a problem with this guy, and I don't understand why. He's like the most humblest of brothers, that you will ever see speak ever. Oh, like even if you look at his life, even to the point, where his mum, took, I think it was like a sports business course just to understand like that side of the game better, to help him develop his career in the right way. Like he's actually just a super calm.
Sorry, what does his mom have to do with him? Why are you like? You're just trying to do some fake up.
Let
me talk. This way, do you know what he's doing? He's like, oh yeah, let me talk to you guys about a black mom.
First of all, we're talking about Lewis Skelly. Is his mum not part of his story?
Yeah, because it plays into his upbringing. It plays into his upbringing. Like what I'm trying to prove is he
went to church.
He's just so super focused on football. He's some super humble guy, and I'm sorry, like all he did, all this comes from him retaliating to what Erling Haaland did to him, and all he did was celebrate. All he did was copy Erling Haaland's celebration,
and that's a humble guy.
Do you know how many man? Do you know how many man I've seen copy other man's celebrations, and this has never blown out of proportion in this way? It's actually a mad normal thing. So why are more
there was
people,
no card, there was no repercussions for that incident. So why are we even discussing that? Like,
thank you very much. Thank you. He's trying to let him paint. He's trying to paint the picture.
But this is where it comes from. Like I honestly so obviously certain men on this panel must have problems with Miles Lewis Skelly. So I need you to tell me.
I love the kid, man. I love the kid.
No, I need
as a footballer or a player or as a guy. You gotta remember, because don't forget he was chucking it. He was chucking it in the derby. Like as a Spurs fan, I was watching this kid.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Bro, what do you mean? Like, he was trying to rile up our fans, and
this kid loves trouble, Jay. This kid loves trouble
from a derby.
Don't push this narrative of his.
Okay. So Jay. No. One second.
If he wants to
Jay. So are you saying that it's a rightful target that's on his back?
I did not say that. What I said is that the image that you're portraying of Lewis Skelly being like this perfect
or the Messiah,
etc. I'm saying firsthand as a Spurs fan, having observed him in those derbies. That's not what I'm not saying he deserves anything. I'm not saying he's a wrong'un. I'm just saying the kid's clearly got an edge to him.
Even in the City games, look at what he was doing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So
don't edge. An edge to him is different to how you were selling it before.
An edge to him, boy living his dream. Yeah, he is that. But he's also got a bit of snide in him. Clearly.
Do you know,
he's got a bit of personality. That's all it is, bro.
Do you know, at this point,
you know what's funny though? You not say this now. I've seen loads of Arsenal fans, including trying to get on to Spence for his interview. Like, why are these man doing interviews on the international break? Why has he got glasses on indoors? Because he has a little bit of attitude and a little bit of.
To be honest, I saw that too, George. I don't see any problem with what man's people are too concerned about what a man is doing, bro. Like, let him live. If he wants to come to an interview with his glasses on, let him do it, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's how I feel about this.
Man.
That's how I feel about Lewis Skelly.
Then that's on him, bro. Like, you get
And that's how I feel about Lewis Skelly. I feel like, do you know what? Leave him to do what he does. I like when players have personality. Far too often in football, especially, players don't have a personality, or they're supposed to just be robots who go on the pitch, come and give you some stupid speech after a game, like, yeah, we tried our hardest, we didn't get to it, you know, all of this rubbish. He has a bit of personality. It's nice. But you have to admit, having personality naturally is going to put a target on your back, because English people hate arrogance. English people just hate people that are too confident and cocky. And because he's shown a little bit of that.
George, let me
if he was in America, they would love it.
They would love him if he was in America.
Guys, this narrative now with Lewis Skelly, I don't remember when Dele Alli was getting positioned the same way in the media. Yeah, people running to his defense. Yeah, on the pitch, Dele Alli used to be. Do you not remember on the pitch? People used to. I used to hear it all the time. As a Spurs fan, I loved it. Rival fans, I hear them be like, "Oh, I hate Dele Alli. Dele Alli's such a this. He's such a that." I didn't understand it. You're experiencing it now with Lewis Skelly. When you have a player that plays on the edge, that has some personality and is confident, rival fans, other players will look at it and say,
"Is it just a player? Or is it a color thing?"
No, it's not the color thing.
It might be a young, black, confident color thing.
Okay, Rooney was young, white, and confident, and he was doing all sorts of stuff arrogantly. And that's
the point you just said it there. It's definitely a color thing to play in it. Rooney got away with everything, bro. My man was stamping on Ronaldo's, and they were all celebrating.
If Lewis Skelly did that thing to Ronaldo, he'd be like. He'd need counseling. Like
number one, bro.
do you know what? Do you know what's wrong with this kid? Let me tell you what's wrong with this kid.
What's wrong with him?
Let me explain to you. Wait. Let me tell you what's wrong with this kid. It's one of those things where you're too big for your boots. That's what this kid is. He's come in. He's got the talent, but as Gay says, he's got a bit of an attitude, and I think Arsenal fans don't see it. I see it as a rival.
He's got a bit of edge.
But what is the attitude that he showed? What is that attitude that you're talking about? Tell me what. Explain it. A bit of an attitude.
Let me give an example. Even that foul play he did, and obviously they're saying, oh, he didn't catch him that much. I know it was one game against Wolves or wherever he got the red card in.
Or the one that got rescinded.
Yeah, but that was foul play. Like, why are you doing it anyway?
9 out of 10 times, that's a freaking yellow card.
Let me even give an example of that Haaland thing. I get it. Haaland was like, "Who are you?" I get all that, but we've been told that he's Mr. Humble. He goes to church. Forgive it and forget it. But look at what the kid did. Yes.
What? So hey, Patrick, the man said, Who the fuck are you? You're not gonna have it.
Can I ask you, how many times have we dunked on you guys badly? And our players have given you smoke. How many times have we dunked on you badly and given you smoke? This is the first kid, and you know what? Fair play to him. This is the first Arsenal player who's had the balls to stand up for City and do something like that. Because you're upset. And now you're upset. We used to now you're upset. You want us to bend over backwards for you like the little bitch. I am. I don't like the kid, man. I don't like the kid, man.
Lewis Skelly did what he needed to do, man.
I don't think he's been targeted. I think he is doing things that are ending up making himself a target.
I just the only thing he's done is respond to being taunted by another player and disrespecting him as a.
Can I ask? Was it the color thing for Raheem?
He scored his first goal for his boyhood club at the Emirates with the fans there in a very important game, and he was excited and he answered back. That same guy that didn't know who he is. You know who I am now.
Was it a color thing for Raheem? Was it a color thing for Raheem?
Yeah, it most definitely was. 100%. It most definitely was. What, when he had
100%.
It wasn't just for Raheem. It wasn't just a color thing. For Raheem, it was also Liverpool. Remember, he left Liverpool, and
it was a color thing.
No. But what I'm trying to say is no, because what I'm saying, Hooks, is when he got
the tattoo on his leg.
No.
Yeah, the tattoo one and the house one.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is when you leave Liverpool, right? There's almost no players that leave Liverpool and the fan base doesn't turn on them.
They don't turn on you.
And so a lot of the Raheem narrative started when he actually left Liverpool.
African scouts.
I'm not talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. The media turned on Raheem. When Raheem was 16 playing for Liverpool, he had no negative.
Rashford, colour thing, 100%.
No, but I'm just making the point about Sterling.
We should all be uniting, bro. Why are we not all uniting? Why still to this day, nobody's chatting to me about the fact that man like Foden didn't even back his mum. but we're here and we're talking about Miles Lewis Skelly. I don't understand.
Why would you? But that's my point. Why would you even bring that up?
Hook it there on the memes, bro.
Mad,
I'm
man.
very confused, bro.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
I said you
bro.
didn't back your mouth. I can't.
That's insane, bro. That's actually wild, bro.
Man,
Hey, Foden, if you're watching, boy, you've been called out, my guy.
No, but yesterday they were busy talking about his mom, saying you didn't back your mom.
Yeah,
That
you
was
did back
awesome.
his mum.
You didn't back your
We
mum,
could,
bro.
we could have said it's a color thing if it was Kenny. We could have said it's a color
Crazy,
thing. So is
bro.
it
No,
a
because
color
he
thing with
didn't,
Foden?
bro.
Is it a color thing with Foden?
No,
Is it a color thing
no,
with
but
Foden?
he actually didn't.
Nah,
back
but
him.
Foden's been stinking, bro. That's why they're getting onto him, bro. It ain't nothing to do with
Man,
colour, bro.
Foden didn't back his mum, bro. I can't.
Nah, look, Banter, look, Banter.
Wow,
I-
look at that.
You see how Foden's been 007 at the moment, yeah. You know
Oh
why?
no, he's actually scored goals actually though.
How can you expect
Calm down, pal.
Foden to fight on the pitch when he can't even fight for his mum, bro? You man did a soul.
This is wild.
That is wild. That is wild.
Hey, we're gonna bring it back
wild.
before I get cancelled. Hey, big up Abdul Malik. He says,
That is wild.
yeah,
That is wild.
MLS is not even arrogant.
Man
People are
said
just
again,
hating.
But do you want to know?
Hold
Do you want to
on,
know
hold
what the? Do you
Hold
want to
on,
know what
guys,
the biggest
quickly.
thing is, Hooks? Yeah. Do you want to know what the biggest thing is? It's like I want to be
You gave
fair.
birth to man.
And now I want to be fair. And the funny thing is now, and this is why, and I'm not going to say I think it's good banter, but I'm saying, as an Arsenal fan, yeah, you sat there and watched Foden, I think, win Player of the Season last season as he guided his team.
I didn't vote for
As
him.
he
I
guided
didn't-
his
I didn't
team
vote
to
for him.
win the league.
Rodri should have
You know
won
what
it,
I
to
mean?
be fair.
Now
But
the
yeah.
following season, you're not winning the league, so you're having a go at the reigning Premier League champion. Yeah,
Because
Phil
he's
know
not
what,
performing like one.
Yeah,
Because he's
that's
not
what I'm
performing
saying.
like
People
one.
in
You know what,
glass
Jay?
houses shouldn't throw stones.
Do you know what,
Yeah.
Jay? You know what, Jay?
You know
Bro,
what I mean?
hey, that
That's
means
why
you wouldn't
I'm
be able
saying
to
I'm
speak
Premier
on
League
any
winner,
stream,
bro.
though. You wouldn't be able to have your opinion on any stream.
Allow
then,
it, allow
Jay.
Jay.
That's
Allow
long.
Jay.
I-
Allow
Jay.
Jay.
That's long for you, bro. So let's not
Jay.
start that argument here. You'd be
What
you'd be
argument,
mute on every
bro?
stream.
What
Jay,
You'd be
argument,
mute on every
bro?
stream, and that was the case, bro. You'd be
Well,
mute
I
on
don't
every stream.
understand. I don't understand, bro. Listen,
Jay,
I'm
Jay.
like, obviously, there's if you don't think we're going at the rating player of the season, yeah, like is like low hanging
The treble winner.
a treble winning, low hanging fruit.
UCL
I'm like,
winner.
cool. You do that because you're not winning titles. I know I do that.
Oh, I do
I'm
that
not winning
because-
titles. If
No,
you want to
okay, the reason I'm doing
by
that,
the
the
merits
reason
of teams that don't win titles,
Jay,
that's
this
fine.
mom,
Get
you're
in the
about to
ball
say
and
that.
play with us. That's
Jay,
what I'm
the
trying to
reason
say, bro.
the reason I'm personally questioning Foden is because I believe in him in such a talented player, and he's won so much. So this season like this is out of character for him. So
I'm not
if things
discuss-
are
I'm
hold on.
yeah,
If
of course
things
that's
hold on,
fine.
if things that are happening that are out of character, I want to understand it. Why are these things happening? Because he's
Hey,
supposed to be carrying the torch from Kevin De Bruyne. He's supposed to pass him the keys to the city and say, "Young blood, this is your team now." And that doesn't seem to be happening this season. So
It was never-
we're
it
going to
was
talk
never-
about it because we
it was
all
never
know
him.
I'm not,
we-
bro,
we-
I'm
no,
not
because
talking about
Pep's-
that.
Pep's-
You know
Pep's
I'm not
been
talking
telling
about
us this
that.
is gonna
I'm saying
happen
Hooks'
since.
attack on Foden.
Jay, I tell you what, yeah, I'll tell you this for free, yeah.
Go.
I'd rather win no trophies and back my mum, yeah, than be player of the
Oh,
season.
this guy, man. This guy, man.
Here we
Oh,
go.
no, hey
Here we
guys,
go.
we're gonna bring it back to what this
Here we
topic was
go.
talked about.
We're gonna take a commercial break right there, guys.
Yeah, Marlon, the reason we brought up Skelly is
It's a bit personal.
because just to kind of close out the show, this topic is: do you think anything is actually going to be done about this refereeing standard in the Premier League?
Whoa.
Can we be
There
honest?
is something being done. There
Can
technically
we-
there is something being done next week with the new rules being interplayed for the semi-automated offside rules. So the offsides are now going to be taken and done like the Champions
Well,
League. So
that's
that
next
should
week,
make
yeah.
from game week 32, which I find is a bit crazy. I think it's nuts
Weird,
that you can
very
introduce a rule like that
Because the league is
mid-season,
already on, man. The league is already
especially
on.
especially
Yeah, the re- I
especially when
think
you're
it's 'cause the league-
Southampton. Well,
I
and
think
you're,
it's 'cause the
you're
league's
already
done.
relegated. I'd be fuming that now you want to introduce rules now that I'm relegated. No,
I couldn't name. What? Patrick, what were you saying? What? Another asterisk next to a 13.
Oh, yeah, please, yeah, let's add it. Thank you for reminding me. I will say that.
I'm with
I will
it.
say that.
I'm with it,
I'll
bro.
say- I'll
I'm
say
with
it,
it, bro. Asterisk.
just keep the
Alright.
same
COVID.
energy if you guys come back, which isn't
Oh,
gonna happen.
you think we can win it?
What?
Yeah.
If
You think we
what?
can win it? Right.
The one thing I love to do.
Hey, George standing with the people.
Nah,
Come
No,
on,
do you know what I
man.
do think? I do think
this can never
the race ain't over. You guys have still got, you've still got some belief there.
bro. There's no
Liverpool
race, bro.
they got to face us.
George, what if this
They got
semi-automated
face
thing
Chelsea.
screws Liverpool instead? Because you know how they've got away with things. What if it actually ruins Liverpool's
That's what
last
we want.
match?
Bro, there's
That'd be-
nothing that can happen to make us win this.
This
season.
is what we
imagine,
want.
imagine.
Only
Let's
God
take
can do
down
it.
to the last day. Let's build up Arsenal fans' hope. Let's get Liverpool. I hope Liverpool drop points in their next few games. I hope
What are they
do.
playing next? What are they
You
playing
know,
next?
they've got
No,
Spurs
I
at
know,
Anfield in 2 weeks, I think.
That's a W.
I
They
know,
got,
imagine-
they got Chelsea away.
Yes,
Nah.
that's it. West Ham at home. They got
wait,
West
wait.
Ham at home, Leicester away, and then they got Tottenham and Chelsea after that.
Do you know what I need?
they-
Do you know what I need? Do you
Oh
know
my
what
God, they've got Brighton, they've got Arsenal, they've got Crystal Palace.
They got Tottenham, then they got Chelsea, then they got Arsenal, then they got Brighton. But do you know
Those have
what
got Leicester City. Those have got Leicester.
do you know what I need? Oh my God, do you know what would be so beautiful for me as a fan? Yeah. Imagine, Liverpool lost the league because at Anfield they got a goal disallowed from the new offside technology.
That would be special, Hooks. That would be special. But you know,
Well, break.
In
that
the
would be
Arsenal
special,
game.
but nah, it's
In
not
the-
happening.
Anfield
the Arsenal
89, wait, Anfield 89 alive.
The scenes.
The
The
stars are aligned. Yeah.
The stars are aligned. The
Right.
stars are
Why
aligned.
you allow me to think of dreams that can't come true, man?
It
Fuck
can
you.
come true though. How many points are you
This ain't a
behind? How many
Gabriel- this ain't
points?
a Gabriel song.
How many points are you behind?
Bruv,
how many
too
points?
many. 10 points. I think it's 10.
10 points is nothing, man. 10 points is nothing.
10 points with 8 games. Get out of here, man.
It's possible.
It's not possible, bro. We ain't got it in us to be perfect till the end of the season. That's why I think it's not possible more than anything. I believe Liverpool could even lose 3 games in a row, and I still wouldn't be confident we could
Have you
pounce
guys
in a
even-
situation.
Oh, this is even a good question. I don't think
But
Arsenal
Gabriel is
even
injured,
won.
isn't it? Gabriel is injured though.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
out
Till
for
the end of the
the season.
season.
Why don't you play Ben White as a centre back? He is.
Well, if you watch Ben in the last game, I don't know if people. He looked very, very rusty on the weekend. So I
Isn't
don't know if
Timber
he'll look
also a
even
centre
better.
back? Yes, Timber is also a centre back.
Bro, let's deal with Real Madrid first. We have that.
I can't wait for that.
That's the problem at hand now. Real Madrid.
You know
So
what I
let's deal with
find
that
funny
battle
though
first.
about you guys, is Arsenal just every single time when they actually get opportunities to build. Because ever since I think the one game where you guys really thought you were like, do you know what? Doesn't matter about Saka, doesn't matter about no signings. We just went and beat Man City 5-1. Bang. They were feeling themselves after that game, yeah? I remember they were feeling Patrick, I'm sure you spoke to Arsenal fans after that
I
game.
think we were on the same stream, and I think I said that, but you've beaten a shit City team.
Yeah, but they didn't care. They were saying, we beat you.
Ah,
Though.
they
We beat
did.
you 5-1.
They said
scored 5-1.
they've taken the what? They said we always were bros, so we've taken.
Answer Haaland back, so Bunny.
And
No, but
since
you know what it is. Just before you, because obviously I know you're gonna take the point away from the madness that you just said. Yeah. So just before you do,
You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
I mean, but before you just before you go like somewhere else with the point, yeah. I think people need to appreciate, one thing about especially about that Man City game, with Arsenal. Well, actually, do you know what? I'll just speak for myself in it because I can't speak for the whole fan base. Yeah, when you've had to watch your team get smoked by these teams, big boy numbers, over the years, when you get a little bit of your lick back, because all of the times when we was getting smoked by Man City, we weren't hearing them say, "Oh, but it's a dead Arsenal." But all of a sudden, Arsenal smokes Man City, and it's a dead Man City. Do you get what I'm saying?
But it is the dead Man City.
Yeah, but when you were smoking us, it was the dead Arsenal. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what are we doing? Like,
okay, that's fair. But it was just fun because it's you guys. Let's not.
So it was our little lick back.
But still, what I don't understand is since that game, you guys have only won 4 games in total. 4 out of like.
How many have you won?
4 out of 10.
It has nothing to do with.
You've lost against. You lost against Newcastle.
And that was a low blow by me, Pat. Thanks for calling me out. Thank you.
You dropped points against Forest. You dropped points against Manchester United. Drop points against Everton.
Yeah.
Now, my concern is, even if Liverpool did manage to drop all these points, where are Arsenal going to win? Because
we'll probably drop more points. We will probably drop more points.
Bro, I can see us losing 2 more games before the end of the season. Honestly.
Okay,
You've got Newcastle and Liverpool to play. They're pretty much.
George, I apologize. We were on the same side, but now I'm intrigued. How many games have you actually won?
What?
I'm
since,
sorry.
what, since that date?
Yeah, sorry. He's put something in my head now.
Well,
Yeah,
I need to check the date. I
3-0
think it's like,
Newcastle. Oh, man.
well, I've done all competitions, so that's what we're gonna look at. Yeah, all competitions. How many
I don't know. Don't go over. I beg, go Premier League.
we done. I done all competitions for them. When I said 4 games, I was including their game against PSV. That included their PSV game because they drew 1-1.
This man is
Spurs
evil,
beat
man. There's no-
Southampton. We beat AZ Alkmaar, and we beat Ipswich and Manchester United in that time.
You've won 3
Forget
games.
that.
so
Forget that. But the
We
the
won
reality
4
is-
games too. The same amount as us.
Fuck it. Forget- is it- you, what? How many you run is nothing to do with anything. The real issue is Arsenal we're just obsessed with City, bro. We've been obsessed with City for the last few years, and we're obsessed with them this season. Where we turned up for the game, obsessing over that game ever since the 2-2 draw. We knocked that off, and then 3 days later we lost 2-0 to Newcastle. That just shows
Can I ask you
we're
something?
just obsessed with Manchester City, and we forgot that there's other teams that we need to focus on.
Can I ask you something?
Like,
And
we
I
allowed
want you to
Pep
be
to get
honest.
in our head, bro.
I want you to both be honest. When you guys beat us 5-1, did you guys pop bottles? Like, be
Fucking
honest.
nah,
Did you actually
nah,
pop bottles? Then?
nah. Why?
I think you
Why
did.
would we
Because
pop bottles?
my friend did. He went out with his missus.
Hey, do you know what? Whoever pop bottles, each to their own. Enjoy your shit as much as you want, bro. No one should tell you to
No, but it's
whatever.
true. I think that's
thing,
what,
bro. Enjoy your life.
I think that used to be Liverpool's downfall too. You notice that they used to be so excited and focused on City. They used to end up maybe drawing with us, get excited, and then lose to Southampton. Like, I think it's the obsession of City. I think City just beat them casually and move on.
That's it, man. It's a mental thing, man. Pep's fully in Arteta's head, and he does know what to do about it, man. That's a whole different bro game. But guys, obviously to wrap up the show, thanks very much for everyone joining us on the show. We're going to be doing this show every Monday night at hopefully the same time, but definitely on Monday. So I'm excited to get you guys on throughout the end of the season and also into the summer period as well. I'm going to be over in the UK as well, so we'll do some collaborations too. George, have you got anything coming up today or tomorrow?
Not sure, to be honest. My schedule's just like it over here, man. It is where it is. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But hey, Durag Diaries, man, just come over to the channel and you'll see clips, videos releasing daily and that stuff. So just keep an eye out.
Big up. I'll definitely add your link to the description of the video. Jay, I don't know what Jay's doing, mate. Reminiscing on his greatest Tottenham moments. Who knows? Hooks, very, very good debut, bro. Hope to have you back on the channel. You got anything going on tonight or tomorrow?
Not on my channel tonight because at 10 o'clock I got to jump on someone else's channel for a bit. So just done a stream today and dropped a few clips, but tomorrow I'm probably gonna run up a mad early stream for the Real Madrid Arsenal match preview, and then obviously the watch along. So which will be fun. It's going to be fun tomorrow. So we gonna find out. We gonna find out whether I'm spending the week happy or I'm spending the week getting trolled by everybody under the sun in the YouTube game. So yeah, man, check out the channel, Halftime Hawks, on all socials as well.
I hear it.
Still waiting for the famous Kunle to appear on my channel though, but
you need to invite me, bro. That's it. You just need to invite me, bro. I'm there, man. I'm waiting for the call up, bro. You ain't giving me the call up yet, man. Pat, you got anything coming up?
Nah, man, I have taken a leaf out of Hook's book, man. I will probably just be sure because Hooks just shows up on my YouTube when I want to watch something. Big up to you, Hooks, man. No, something. I'm gonna say that I watch something in the car. I just put it on loudspeaker, but it's always Hooks that shows
Any
up.
time of the day, in it, Patrick. Any time of the day.
That's what I'm saying. There's when you check subs, who you've subbed to. Oh, the village, obviously you and Hooks. I was like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, I've seen enough of Hooks now. Let me switch to somebody. There's nobody. 4 o'clock, Hooks. I was like, okay, this man is working hard. So I've decided to take a leaf out of this man's book. You'll be just seeing a lot of me talking about Pep the whole time. They're probably going to hate me.
You've got to keep showing up so they hate you, for real, Patrick, man. Just keep forcing yourself in there.
Yeah, you gotta feed them. You gotta feed them.
It's so easy. You know what I've noticed is, and this is quite funny. What I've noticed is because of who you are sometimes, I just speak the truth. Like I like speaking the truth. I don't like hiding. So I keep saying, okay, this is what's wrong. I've noticed that there's a category of our fan base that doesn't like hearing that, so they're catered to by somebody else. But I used to say, okay, everybody just doesn't like me. Slowly, I've just got a following now. That when you come after me, there's a gap now that sorts you out. By the time I check the tweet, there's already like 50 people who have sorted out that guy who came with positivity. So I'm loving the negative gang. So I'll start doing the hooks thing where you wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, you find I'm on the stream. You wake up at 10, I'm on the stream. You wake up at 4, I'm on the stream.
Just
so
make that's gonna kind of be how it's gonna be like for me, because George knows I've been very lazy when it comes to streams of late, but I'm gonna be back on it. But I thought the best way to sign out, our very own Tunnel TV Tottenham girl finally got her hand on a trophy, and this is what it meant to her.
This is my moment. This is my perfect moment with you. This is what God meant. This is my perfect moment with you. Wish I could freeze this space and time, the way that I feel for you inside. This is my moment.
And on that note, people, smash the like button, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back next week. Have a good one. Oh yeah, now, and we out here. Peace.